So Robert Smith, the head of the British Boxing Board of Control, hopes that the foreign commissions do not grant Conor Benn a license to box until his innocence is proven with them, as in with the British Board and with UKAD. So Robert Smith said, obviously there are major commissions aware of what's going on in Benn's case. We don't have any power to decide licenses elsewhere, but we can give any advice we have, which at this stage is very little because we haven't received any documentation from Benn's representatives. Ultimately, these other commissions have to do their own investigations, and it's their decision whether or not to license Benn. The biggest problem with the sport is that there is no world governing body. We all look after ourselves, which is a great shame. However, the big organizations, and I would like to claim we are one of the big organizations, along with the state commissions in Nevada, California, New Jersey, and New York, tend to do the same thing. Okay, so what does Robert Smith mean by that, tend to do the same thing? Does he mean they tend to come to the same conclusions after independently reviewing the evidence? Or does he mean they do the same thing whereby one commission, let's say, makes a judgment on a fighter, a ruling on a fighter, and the other commissions just take their word for it and trust their judgment without doing their own independent investigations, and therefore all of them decide to rule in the same way, be it issuing a ban or not? You see what I'm saying? What is Robert Smith alluding to there? I'd like some clarity on that. If it's a situation where all of these other commissions are just going to go the same way as the British board and they're going to refuse to license Conor Benn until he submits the documentation either to the board or to them for them to review, if that's the case, then Conor Benn could be in a very difficult situation indeed. He's already in a difficult situation, but it seems as though he wants to proceed with his career without having UKAD and the British board review the evidence with regards to his PED case. You see, if he wants to go down that route, he is relying on one of these big commissions in America just forgetting that there's this PED thing going on and just granting him a license off the strength of maybe what the WBC said. So if that doesn't work out for him, then he's going to have to fight in some obscure locations, perhaps. Maybe an obscure state in America that doesn't do a lot of professional boxing. Maybe Mexico. One of Eddie Hearn's shows in Europe somewhere. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. And the reason I say that is because in some of these obscure places, they are really, I mean, everywhere is looking to sell tickets. But in these obscure places, they'll do anything they can to sell tickets. And if it means having a fighter, participate in a contest in their city, their town, their country, on a show there who has failed a PED test, if he's a big enough name, they're going to say, you know what, get him on the show. A lot of the time, yeah, because they're trying to sell tickets. They're trying to put someone else's name on the poster that would drive more people to attend the fight, watch the fight, and so on. So, beggars can't be choosers, as the saying goes, and I don't mean that in any derogatory sense. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below. Robert Smith alluding to the possibility that these other major commissions in America, right, because obviously this is the British Boxing Board of Control talking here, but the major commissions in America, such as the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the New York State Athletic Commission, New Jersey, California, and so on, he's hinting that they might not give Conor Benn a license. And how do you guys feel about that? Is that the right thing to do? Is that the wrong thing to do? Yeah, let me know. Oh yeah, we out here. We out here, bro. Don't get swept off your feet.